Hello students, how are you all? I hope you are good and doing well. So this is Nikhat. Today we are going to learn some very important things in your English pedagogy here. Okay, so what we are going to learn today is that is your language skills. Language skills play a very important role in your English pedagogy, whether it is having from your for your English pedagogy for your in your DSC, right? How many marks you are having, that already we have discussed so many times in your previous sessions, right or not? Like 15 marks. 15 marks is not a joke. Just 0.5 mark is very important in your DSC, as you already know, right? Whereas teaching methodology or whole pedagogy, or else we can say English pedagogy, maths pedagogy, your science social, or if you are having for your essay physical science or essay biological science, it is taking so much time, right? What I want to say is just relax, cool down. 15 marks is for your teaching methodology. Now you know very well, మీకు చాలా నాకంటే ఎక్కువ మీకు తెలుసు, ఒక 1 మార్క్ కూడా ఎంత మీకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ జాబ్ కోసం, right or not? So we are talking about your 15 marks and we are dealing with English pedagogy. And ముందు కూడా నేను ఏం చెప్పినా అంటే, ఒకవేళ మనకు ఇంగ్లీష్ పెడగాజీకి చాలా మంచి రెస్పాన్స్ వస్తే మనం ట్రై మెథడ్ స్టార్ట్ చేద్దామని చెప్పిన. సో I will wait for 1 week and I will see if there is good response for your English pedagogy course that is already started in your 5 mantra career point. If you have purchased all this, well and good, and I will see what is the response of your how many number of the students have been purchased. If there is a good response, definitely I will start try methods in English medium. Like English medium, or what I can say is bilingual, but I'll explain whole the things will be in your English. Okay, so let us start our today class, that is your English pedagogy for your DSC. So today we are dealing with your language skills. What is it? Language skills. Language skills plays a vital role in your pedagogy, I'm saying, in your English pedagogy, that is your LSRW. What we call it as a LSRW. So in this, so many things are there we need to learn, that we will do in your app. Detailed discussion will be there in your 5 mantra career app, right? But now for today's session, we will have some look on your what I can say is your reading techniques. What do you mean by the skimming? What do you mean by the scanning? What do you mean by the intensive reading? What do you mean by your extensive reading? This all are very important. Just you don't think, are idi manaku telusu raa bhai, intensive reading ante idi, extensive reading ante adi, skimming ante adi, scanning ante adi, అయిపోయింది. No, that it is not at all over. It is not at all over, because skimming is very important. What will happen is that sometimes we'll get so much of confusion in your, what I can say, skimming and scanning. What do you mean by the intensive? What do you mean by the extensive? These small things will, what they will do is, ఎందుకంటే మనం ఎగ్జామ్ రాసేటప్పుడు మనకు చాలా టెన్షన్ ఉంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే మనకు ఒక ఫ్యామిలీ టెన్షన్ ఉంటుంది, జాబ్ టెన్షన్ ఉంటుంది, సో మచ్ ఆఫ్ టెన్షన్ విల్ బి దే, టైం అయితేనే ఉంటుంది. Yes, this all I have experienced, and like we have become the lecturers just by not just writing an exams and we have become the lecturer. No, because we are also a student. I am also a student, because we should not forget that a teacher is always a learner. A teacher is always a learner. When you think that I have learned each and everything, now I am a teacher, means you are wrong. Because what has happened is, when you think that I know everything, now I am a teacher, I did not want to learn anything, means no, you are not perfect, because a teacher is always a learner. Because what we can say is, nowadays science and technology improvement is so much, so we have to learn what is new in technology. What is new? Now this board is digital board, before it was blackboard. Now I will say that no, నాకు అన్నీ వచ్చు, నేను ఏం చదువుకోను, నేను దిస్ బోర్డ్ ఎట్లా ఆపరేట్ చేయాలని నేను నేర్చుకోను అంటే నడుస్తుందా? కాదు. బికాస్ we have to walk, we have to run according to this modern era. So you should not think that I know everything. You know everything, but you are always a learner. Why? Because you are a teacher. Okay. So what do you mean by your listening, speaking, reading and writing? LSRW. What we tell this listen, speaking, reading and writing in short form is LSRW. Like if anyone will ask you, అరే ఎల్ఎస్ఆర్డబ్ల్యూ గురించి ఏమైనా చెప్తావా మేడం, ఏమైనా ఎల్ఎస్ఆర్డబ్ల్యూ గురించి మీకు చెప్పండి, మీకు మేము చదువుకుంటామంటే మీరు అప్పుడు షాక్ కావద్దు. LSRW is nothing but that your four language skills. Four language skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. For any language, if you are learning, what I can say, for learning any language, ఏ లాంగ్వేజ్ అయినా మనం నేర్చుకొని, if you want to learn Spanish, if you want to learn Arabic, if you want to learn French, any language if you want to learn, you have to learn this four skills. This four skills, what that is your LSRW: listening, speaking, writing and reading and writing. మనం ఒకవేళ లైక్ ఐ వాంట్ టు లెర్న్ దిస్ తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్, నేను తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ నేను కంపల్సరీగా నేర్చుకుంటా, నాకు పర్ఫెక్ట్, నేను తెలుగులో నేను పర్ఫెక్ట్ కావాలని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. లైక్ దట్ like Nikhat madam is like I want to learn the Telugu language. I know how to talk in Telugu, but I don't know how to write in Telugu. I don't know how to be fluent in Telugu. So what I should do? I should be perfect in this four skills: listening, speaking, reading, writing. Okay. నేను ఎందుకు ఇట్లా చెప్తలే, నేను RWSL అని ఎందుకు చెప్తలే, నేను SRWL ఎందుకు చెప్తలే, నేను WRSL ఎందుకు చెప్తలే, నేను ఎందుకు LSRWA చెప్తున్నా? LSRWA నేను ఎందుకు చెప్తున్నా? నేను R ముందు ఎందుకు చెప్తలే, నేను W ముందు ఎందుకు చెప్తలే, నేను SLRW ఎందుకు చెప్తలే? ఎందుకంటే ఇది ఒక సీక్వెన్స్ లా నడుస్తున్నాయి అన్నమాట. ఫస్ట్ లిజనింగ్, దాని తర్వాత స్పీకింగ్, దాని తర్వాత రీడింగ్, దాని తర్వాత రైటింగ్. ఎందుకంటే నా ఎగ్జాంపుల్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం కదా, లిజనింగ్, లైక్ ఐ వాంట్ టు లెర్న్ ద తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్. ఓకే, సో ఫస్ట్ నేనేం చేయాలంటే నా చుట్టుపక్కల లైక్ నా నేబర్స్ ఉన్నారు, నా like what I want to say, like my schoolmates are there, my colleagues are there, my team is there with me. So what I should do is, first I should listen the language. First I should listen the Telugu language, what they are talking with each other. So this thing I have done. First point, that is your listening. ఓకే, అండ్ నేనేం చేయాలంటే ఒకవేళ నేను లిసన్ చేస్తున్నా, లైక్ ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ లిజనింగ్ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ అబ్జర్వింగ్ హౌ దే ఆర్ టాకింగ్. ఓకే, మై టీమ్మేట్స్ ఆర్ టాకింగ్ తెలుగు విత్ ఈచ్ అదర్. ఓకే, అన్నం తిన్నావా? ఎస్ తిన్నారా మేడం? తిన్నాము. బాగున్నారా? బాగున్నా. Okay, so what I'm doing, just I'm sitting at in the office and I'm observing these two guys are talking with each other. So what I am doing now, I am listening there. So నేను ఏమేమి నేర్చుకున్నా, just by sitting on the chair. Okay, అన్నం తిన్నావా? So what she is asking is, she is asking whether you have had your lunch or not. Okay, so this is the thing I have learned by just listening. And now next thing, బాగున్నారా? Yes, బాగున్నా. So what I have learned here, second sentence, oh, he is asking whether you are doing well or not, you are doing good or not. Okay, so how I have how I have learned these two sentences, whether you have had the lunch or whether you have had your breakfast or not, or else how are you doing? Are you doing well? So these two sentences I have learned in your Telugu language by just listening and observing that two guys in my team. Right. So this is the importance of your listening skill. Now I want to be perfect in speaking also, because if I am perfect in these four skills, definitely I will be perfect in the Telugu language. Understood? So what I have to learn, that I understood each and everything by listening. Now I want to be perfect in the speaking skill also. Understood? So if you want to learn any language, not only Telugu, if you want to learn Arabic, if you want to learn French, if you want to learn Spanish, or if you want to learn, what I want to say is yes, your English. So you have to be fluent in this. You have to be perfect in this all. And this all all this four skills. First it will come here listening. First you have to be perfect in the listening that language, how the words are, how the just now I have explained how I have learned the two sentences in my from my team. Okay, so this is your first, this is your second, this is your third, and this is your fourth. If you have perfect in your listening, now I can speak. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేసిన ఒక 2 మెంబర్స్ నా టీంలో మాట్లాడుకున్నారు, అరే అన్నం తిన్నావా లేదా, నేను తిన్నా, బాగున్నారా, బాగున్నా. సో దిస్ ఐ హ్యావ్ perfect in the listening. Now what happened is next day I have come to this 5 mantra career point, and now what I have done is just like before one day I have just sitting on the in the office. Now again I am observing what happened is suddenly one of my colleague came inside and said, madam, tinnara. So what I have done, I don't know the Telugu language. Yesterday I have listened. So I said, yes, tinna. So what I am doing here? Speaking. Ma'am, bagunnara? Yes, okay, bagunnara. Ninna nin vinna kada. Yesterday I have learned that 2 members were talking with each other. I was just listening. Now one of my colleagues is asking with me, madam, bagunnara? బాగున్నా. Okay, బాగున్నా. So, this what I am doing? I am speaking with my colleague. Yesterday, I have listened that my team members are talking with each other. Now, today, what I am doing is, I am talking in Telugu language, that 2 sentences with another faculty. బాగున్నారా? Yes, బాగున్నా. తిన్నారా? తిన్నా. So, this is what? Which skill is it? It is your speaking skill. It is your speaking skill. Now, I have learned the 2 sentences. నేను ఎట్లా నేర్చుకున్నా? By first listening, దాని తర్వాత speaking. 2 sentences వచ్చేసినాయి. బట్ ఇక్కడికి నేను స్టాప్ కావాలా? కాదు. ఎందుకంటే నేను పర్ఫెక్ట్ కావాలా కదా తెలుగులో. ఇంకా నాకు రీడింగ్ రావాలా, రైటింగ్ రావాలా? రీడింగ్. Now we'll come towards your reading. Reading session. So what I have done is like అరే నాకు తెలుగు రావాలి కదా, డెఫినెట్లీ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్. సో లిజనింగ్ వచ్చేసింది, లిజనింగ్ వచ్చేసింది, స్పీకింగ్ వచ్చేసింది. నాకు ఎట్లా నేను ఏం చేసిన అంటే, నేను వాళ్ళు మాట్లాడుకుంటా నేను కూడా వాళ్ళకి అబ్జర్వ్ చేసి లిజన్ చేసి విని నాకు కూడా తెలుగు మాట్లాడడం వచ్చేసింది. కొంచెం వచ్చింది, నాట్ దాట్ మచ్ ఆఫ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్. నౌ ఐఎమ్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఇన్ ద 2 స్కిల్స్. లిజనింగ్ వచ్చు, ఎవరు ఏం మాట్లాడుకుంటున్నారో తెలుగులో నాకు మొత్తం అర్థమవుతుంది. స్పీకింగ్ వచ్చు బట్ అంత పర్ఫెక్ట్గా రాదు, కొంచెం కామన్ లోకల్ వర్డ్స్ నేను మాట్లాడచ్చు. ఓకే, నా వాట్ అబౌట్ రీడింగ్? ఎట్లా నేర్చుకోవాలా రీడింగ్? సో వాట్ ఐ హావ్ డన్ ఇస్, అగైన్ ఆన్ ద థర్డ్ డే ఫస్ట్ డే లిజనింగ్ లో 5 మంత్ర కెరియర్ పాయింట్ లో నేను నేర్చుకున్నా. సెకండ్ డే నేను స్పీకింగ్ నేర్చుకున్నా. థర్డ్ డే అగైన్ ఐ హ్యావ్ కమ్ టు ద 5 మంత్ర కెరియర్ పాయింట్. వాట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ సీన్ ఈస్, ఐ హ్యావ్ సీన్ ఏ న్యూస్ పేపర్ ఆన్ ద టేబుల్. ఆన్ ద సర్ టేబుల్. సో అక్కడ ఒక న్యూస్ పేపర్ పడి ఉందన్నమాట. ఆ న్యూస్ పేపర్ తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఉంది. ఓకే, సో నేను లిజనింగ్ స్కిల్ అయిపోయింది, నా స్పీకింగ్ అయిపోయింది. నేను ఇప్పుడు ఏమొచ్చిన LS is completed. What is remaining? R and W is remaining. So what I have done is reading a newspaper. So what I have seen, that whole newspaper is in Telugu. Array, I want English newspaper, but what is there is Telugu newspaper is there on the table. So what I have done? I have taken that newspaper and I have started the reading. Like మనం 10th లో కొంచెం చదువుకున్నాం కదా, ఎందుకంటే అక్కడ తెలుగు లాంగ్వేజ్ డెఫినెట్లీ ఉంటుంది. సో నేను అక్కడ ఏం చూసినా, like in this every newspaper will be having the main headlines will be there, sports news will be there, some cooking tips will be there, right or not, some chitkalu will be there, right or not. So what I have done is I'm just turning the newspapers, because so many big words were there that array this much I can't read. So what I have done is I am just what I am scrolling the newspaper, I can say, or just I am turning this newspaper. I'm not scrolling on the Instagram, right? Okay. So what I have done is just I have turning the papers and seeing whether it will have some easy words on the newspaper. చిన్న చిన్న ఎక్కడైనా వర్డ్స్ ఉంటే చదువుదాం అని చూస్తున్నాను. అక్కడ ఏం చూసినా అంటే కుకింగ్ పేపర్ ఒక ఉందన్నమాట, ఒక చిట్కలు అని ఉంది అక్కడ. సో తిన్నరా లేరా అక్కడ ఉందన్నమాట, ఉంటది కదా, ఇది పనీర్ ఎట్లా చేసుకోవాలా, చికెన్ ఎట్లా కర్రీ ఎట్లా చేసుకోవాలా, ఇవి హెయిర్స్ కి ఇట్లా, అది మొత్తం ఉంటది, రైట్. ఒక స్పోర్ట్స్ నుండి న్యూస్ ఉంటది, ఒక సినిమా పేపర్ ఉంటది, ఒక హెడ్ లైన్స్ ఉంటది, ఒక క్రిమినల్ కేసెస్ ఉంటాయి, మొత్తం ఉంటాయి కదా న్యూస్ పేపర్స్ లో. ఎస్, ఎవ్రీ వన్ హ్యావ్ టు లెర్న్ ద న్యూస్ పేపర్ బికాస్ in your examination what I can say, current affairs also plays an important role, right or not? So just come to the point. What I have done is just I have seen on the newspaper that tinnara word is there on the chitkalu paper, right? The two like what happened is the two animations was there, two cartoons will there, they were talking with each other, right? Cartoons will be there, not in the newspaper. Yes, definitely the two cartoons were there, they were talking with each other, tinnara lera, bavnara lera. So what I have done is I have learned the small letters, okay, ta, e, ya, na. Yes, so what I have learned is I have learned the two words there, that tinnara lera, bavnara lera. So what I have learned that skill is I have learned the reading skill. I am perfect in the reading skill now, right? So what I have done in that case is, yes, okay, tinnara, okay, this I am writing, I don't know whether the spellings are right or not. So these are the things, this is your reading skill. So these were things in your newspaper. So tinnara, bagunnara. So this was thing I have learned on the newspaper. That is your which newspaper I did not remember. Just I have came to the office, I have seen the table is there, on the table the newspaper is there, I have taken the newspaper and I have learned this these words. Okay, so what I have done on the first day I have excelled in this listening skill, and again next day I have talked these two words with my colleague, and on the third day what I have done is I have learned these two words, two sentences on the newspaper. So I have completed this reading skill. I have completed this reading skill, right? So now I'm going in a correct way to learn a Telugu language, because I am listening the Telugu language, I am speaking the Telugu language, and somewhat I'm reading in the Telugu newspaper. So in this way what happened is, from 4-5 days, from the, or what I can say, from 4-5 months, I'm coming to the office, I'm listening, I'm speaking, I'm reading. Okay, whether I am perfect in your Telugu language? No madam, you are not perfect in your Telugu language. Why? Because you have not learned this writing, how to write in your Telugu. Meeku లిజనింగ్, స్పీకింగ్, రీడింగ్ వచ్చేస్తే మీకు ఒక లాంగ్వేజ్ లో మీరు పర్ఫెక్ట్ అని చెప్పుకోవచ్చా? కాదు. ఎందుకంటే మీకు అక్కడ ఆ లాంగ్వేజ్ లో ఎట్లా రాయాలా అది కూడా రావాలా. సో what I have done is reading is over, listening, speaking, reading and writing. Now how I am going to write in a Telugu language? Here I have written, yes, already నేను రాసేసిన ఇక్కడ తెలుగులో, right or not? So this is your, I have written this tinnara. Whether it is correct or not I don't know, but I have using this all this story, all this for your understanding. Tinnara, bavunnara. Okay, so this I have done, and this is your writing skill. So whether I am perfect in your Telugu language or not, yes, I can say that I am 50% perfect in your Telugu language, right? Because I have listen, I have speak, I have read, I have write. These all skills I know in your in Telugu language, right? Understood? So this is the importance of your LSRW skills: listening, speaking, reading and writing. Okay, understood? Okay, so in this listening also so many types are there. Okay, and in the speaking also so many things we have to learn differently. I'm going to explain. Yes, in your app In your app, we are going to do a detailed discussion on the listening skill, on the speaking skill, on the reading skill, on the writing skill. So let us see here. Listening will be there. లిజనింగ్ కూడా మనకు ఎన్నో టూ టైప్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. లిజనింగ్ కూడా ఒకటేమో మనం ఒక స్పీచ్ వినేటప్పుడు ఒక లిజనింగ్ డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటుంది. ఒకవేళ మనకు ప్రైమ్ మినిస్టర్ ఆర్ ఎల్స్ your chief minister has come to your school and they are giving some speech. How you are going to listen that? Just yes, stand in an attentive manner. Yes, so prime minister sir is telling something, just listen carefully. That listening will be there. And compared to the another listening will be there, like so much crowd is there, and you are in an exhibition is there. Your exhibition will be there, no, January, yes, every year exhibition will be there. There is having some speakers will be there, or so much wherever in the crowd one speakers will be there. There will be public announcements. That listening will be there. That listening, that prime minister's speech listening is different, and this crowd listening is different. రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్? అక్కడ మనం వేరేలాగా వింటాం, ఇక్కడ మనం వేరేలాగా వింటాం. ఇప్పుడు మీరు క్లాస్ వింటున్నారు, ఒక డిఫరెంట్ వేలా వింటున్నారు. అరే మేడం మనకు లెక్చర్ చెప్తుంది, ఇది మనకు డిఎస్సికి ఉపయోగం, అది మీరు ఒక అటెంటివ్నెస్ తో, ఒక కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ తో వింటున్నారు అనమాట. రైట్ ఆర్ నాట్? అదే మీరు సాంగ్స్ వింటారు, సాంగ్స్, yes, Telugu songs, Bollywood songs. So adi vinadam vere, adi enjoyment kosam vintaru. So listening lo kuda manaku types untayi annamata. So speaking will be there. Speaking is also having the different types will be there. Like if I am speaking with you, there is a different type of speaking will be there. You are speaking with your principal madam, there is a different style of speaking will be there. And if you are speaking with your students, there is a different style of speaking will be there. And reading is there. In this reading also we will be having the intensive reading will be there, extensive reading will be there. And in your writing also you will be having the different types of the writings, like you are writing for your officials or you are writing for your family members. Like these are the things we need to learn, and these are very, very important in your examination. Okay. Okay, now students will learn about intensive and extensive reading. So first we'll discuss about your reading. Understood? Whether you are understanding each and everything or not, if you are facing any difficulty, just please feel free to contact with my team, that is your 5-month career point. Okay, so we learn first about your reading. So in this LSRW, so we are learning about your reading now. Okay, reading now. Intensive and extensive reading. సో నేను ఇప్పుడే చెప్పిన రీడింగ్ చేస్తే కూడా మనం డిఫరెంట్ టైప్స్ గా రీడింగ్ చేస్తాం. ఇంటెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ ఒకటి ఉంటుంది, ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ కూడా ఉంటుంది అనమాట. అండ్ దీనిలో నుంచి మీకు క్వశ్చన్స్ వస్తాయి. సో ప్లీజ్ పే యువర్ అటెన్షన్ టువర్డ్స్ యువర్ క్లాస్, బాడీ ప్రెసెంట్, మైండ్ ఆల్సో ప్రెసెంట్ హియర్. సో లెట్ us try to understand this. What do you mean by the intensive reading here? Intensive reading involves learners reading in detail with specific learning aims and tasks. So let us read one more time here. Okay. So intensive reading involves learners reading in detail with specific learning aims and tasks. So intensive reading eppudu chestunamante manam we are learning anything in very detail. Okay, so let us see what is extensive reading here in this case. Extensive reading is an approach to language learning in which long text and large amount of material are read by the students for general understanding. Now in extensive reading here, okay, I'll use a different color here. So here extensive reading here. So intensive reading, in detail. Okay, so intensive reading is nothing but just మనం ఏదైనా చదువుతున్నప్పుడు చాలా డీటెయిల్ గా చదువుతాం. డిఎస్సి కోసం చదువుతున్నారు, you are learning before your DSC. So what you will do, You are having the 5 subjects. You will learn Telugu, English, Maths, EVS, everything you will learn in very detail. పైన పైన చూసుకుంటే జాబ్ వస్తుందా? రాదు కదా. So everything whatever you learn is, if you learn each and everything in detail. So what you are doing now, intensive reading. What you are doing here, intensive reading of your English pedagogy. Right? Okay. Now what about your extensive reading? Extensive reading is an approach to language learning. Okay, language learning, English language చదువుతున్నాం కదా. Okay, language learning, it is an approach to language learning in which long text are there, long text, large amount of material is there. So much long text is there and large amount of material is there, are read by the students for the general understanding here. So here we are doing so much amount of learning matter is there and they are learning for the just general understanding. Like your magazine you are learning, like what happen is on the Sunday you will get one magazine, free magazine in your newspaper. So what you will do, so many papers will be there, 19 to 20 papers will be there in your magazine. So what you will do, in detail you will learn, like how you are learning your DSC book, you will learn like that same time for your magazine. మీరు DSC book ఎట్లా చదువుతున్నారో అట్లా మీరు ఒక magazine చదువుతారా? కాదు. డిఎస్సి బుక్ మీరు చదువుతున్నప్పుడు అది ఇంటెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ చేస్తారు. అదే మీరు ఒక మ్యాగజైన్ చదువుతున్నప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తారంటే అక్కడ ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ చేస్తారు. అంటే పైన పైన చదువుకుంటారు. ఓకే, దిస్ పేజ్లో ఇది ఉంది, ఓకే ఆ హీరో అక్కడ వెళ్తుండు, ఓకే 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 ఓకే, సో దీస్ ఆర్ ద థింగ్స్. ఓకే, ఆ హీరో అట్లా అయిందా, ఓకే రిలేషన్, ఓకే ఓకే జస్ట్ turn the paper. Okay, so this film is doing good at the blockbuster. Okay, star box office మీద ఈ ఫిల్మ్ రేట్ అవుతుంది, అవునా, ఓకే చలో టర్న్ చేయండి పేపర్. సో అక్కడ ఏం చేస్తున్నారు మీరు, ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్, దాట్ యు ఆర్ డూయింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ ఎక్స్టెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ ఫర్ యువర్ జనరల్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్. జనరల్ అండర్స్టాండింగ్ లైక్ మీకు ఒక గ్లాన్స్ కావాలన్నమాట. మ్యాగజైన్లో ఏముందంటే, అరే ఏం లేదురా ఇది ఉంది, ఆ హీరోయిన్ గురించి ఉంది, ఆ హీరో గురించి ఉంది, ఆ ఫిల్మ్ గురించి ఉంది, ఈ చిట్కలు ఉన్నాయి అవి. So this is your extensive reading. So this is the difference between your intensive reading and your extensive reading. So here we can say one example is also there. I am having some pictures for your extensive reading here in this case. Okay, wait, this is your daily newspaper is there, that what you do is intensive reading for your sports paper. You have to do here intensive reading for your sports paper. Sports paper ఏమైనా ఉంటుందా కదా, అది దాంట్లో మీరు ఏం చేయాలంటే ఇంటెన్సివ్ రీడింగ్ చేయాలా. ఓకే, ఇది ఫుట్బాల్ మ్యాచ్లో ఎవరు గెలుచుకున్నారు అనమాట, క్రికెట్లో ఎవరు ఏం రికార్డ్ చేసినారు, అక్కడ మీరు నోట్ డౌన్ చేసుకోవాలా, ఒక బుక్ మెయింటైన్, ఒక డైరీ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలా, ఒక చిన్న షార్ట్ నోట్స్ మెయింటైన్ చేయాలా. ఓకే, డేట్ రాసుకోవాలా, డేట్ రాసుకున్న తర్వాత ఓకే టుడే ఆన్ దిస్ టుడే Ronald, what he has done, he has made this record, Kohli made this record, or else so much things are there, so many things are there that you need to be learned in your sports paper. So there you have to do this intensive reading on your sports paper. What you'll do this here magazines are there. So what you'll do here in this case is your extensive reading. In this case you have to do here extensive reading. On this you have to do here in this case here for your main headlines and in your sports paper, sports news I can say. Okay, so this two for you need to do as intensive reading. Why? Because this is for your exam point of view. Why you need to do? Because this is for your exam point of, for your DSC I can say. For this DSC in detail, intensive, extensive reading, general understanding. General understanding. So these are the things we have learned in your today's session. I hope you understood what do you mean by what is the importance of your LSRW and what do you mean by your this listening, reading, intensive reading and extensive reading. So I hope you understood this class very well. If understood, very good. If you are having some difficulty, you contact. Okay. Thank you. So this is Nikhat Kausa.